Yemba back to the studio. Na yendi and come because my catcher said JSS activity no. And me de ho ensem brewo na me nua wo free USAID abeka men sa me no edi enkomo Godfred Anim Darko or lawyer or member USAID Justice Sector Support Activity no ye no edi enkomo no pay o jumedi no so it's good to have you in the studio, Godfred.
Good morning, good to have you too.
Na ebo say utwi ne ye de
Oh, Trini, very good. Yeah, let me have tree, so we need to.
and one am me manage ho nti enka utwi na ne enko JSS activity na ye de
Michia, what's your food? You share your criminal system, all the institutions involved in the criminal system. Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service, Judicial Service, YOKO, anybody's account, normal carbon, the Justice Service Sector Support System. In fact, innovating your criminal justice system. No, never be brave on my name saying by a criminal justice system. And I the technology and so boa ama say obi a form and ranima send you go through the system, judicial system within a very short time. When you justice and so. And when in our USAID, any justice sector support system, any other NGOs are carbon criminal justice system.
So what really does it entail? A day Ankasa Pote said you were talking about the infusion of technology and a Hong Kong. What does it attempt to achieve within the judicial system of OCC?
Yeah, sharing problems I was justice, it's like criminal justice system, especially at be courts. Sometimes ultimately so many years in court, even on our remand, but maybe I send a docket a year and our prosecutor holding us a transfer. It's on a USAID Esha. Because constitutional case everybody is entitled to a fair trial within a reasonable period of time. So people can still remand for years. And until the technology have been tied in criminal system now. Until IBB have the case tracking system. A software, a share safe Ghana Police Service. And until says CA say a chill and invite to police station no more arrest. I will say a police station or we input two records into the case tracking system. Or we input records case tracking. Judicial service will get to know immediately. You could get to know immediately. Prison service will get to know immediately. Yes, all the institutions that are involved in the justice delivery, they get to know that they have inputted your system, your system, various information in the system, details the system. And also, Boama say, as a police for local court within 48 hours, it's me a tracking. That's very important. After that, no local court and so on. Judiciary the name to put in place to avoid delay, undue delay, especially your case management system. I will as a local court, there's a case management sheet are failing. Our court to be outlining specific time frame. I have do case no. It's a case ordinarily maybe 2 years. Yet it's about 6 months and now 2 months. See a big case no. In the shape break a 2 case no. Time lawyer be cross examination. Time I be taking plea. Time I be case na I actually share the mra any time frame at home. I have failing in they input into the case tracking system. It is here as a court courts at the call remand is here. Now baby to watch your reminder. Court needs to mean the reason why I watch your remand. And at every point in time also it may track baby how far I walk. Because the major problem is if you are next docket ira. It's in the power by accepting docket or either docket knowledge maybe inputting the details into the system. It's at every point that you need maybe a docket in work. Time a code in the panel chain, time a feel in chain. It is a watch or remand the prior. The registrar to me call for dockets. I ask the reason why I watch a remand. And the most unique part is say, if you saw your relative, you know, you're very concerned about use watch your reminder. The relative can just walk into the judicial service, I could registrar, I could boost a registrar, no, the reason why I watch your remand. Now the reason why I case no a movie. The registrar can just with a click of a button determine say, how na case ne do, we need into a case no action. So that's the innovation about justice sector delivery.
It's interesting. I am happy about the moves you're making, but I'm asking myself, in a system where even being put on remand is a punitive measure in the first place by the police service, how do you undo a situation where a police officer, or person even before I become court, no one can say so in Putin watch enra or in Putin watchina or it's at the discretion of the police officer. Again, that is to suggest that our various police services, and I say, if I was saying,
Police
precincts,
yes.
one more our computerized system across the nation on war. Is that the case?
In fact, USAID, they share program, yes, you supply various police stations with laptops, and you are designating individual police officers to handle it with modem and other internet access. But then my acknowledge your concern because sometimes over economy input details. No? There are many reasons why they don't have internet access. They have the modem, but internet access is a problem. But that's the challenge we have at the moment. But we are trying as much as possible to try and go around the system. But then, as you see, sometimes police officers want to punish an accused person. Now want to work to custody for some time, police custody, without even giving you bail. In fact, may nobody bail on some common CCA.
All right.
And the system is supposed to check all those inaccuracies. Any unscrupulous police officers, yeah, they want to take advantage of the system to punish somebody because they're taking some money or something. It is saying, you know, you're one said, as the world progresses, as Ghana progresses in terms of technology, every police station will have access to the internet access, so that it's very easy for every station to input the record of the various people in their custody. So
Well, I don't know about justice delivery system or Mario Mono, because you, by proxy and by the nature of your job, you would have a lot more information than I do. But I would expect that, every police station which has a telephone line should have access to an internet, because these lines are being supplied by Vodafone or any of the other telcos. And so you'd think that, every police station must have internet.
In fact, it's supposed to be, but that's not the case. Let me tell you what is really happening now. Now, you are legal vacation period, so some courts are not sitting. Chief Justice, the program here by friend, the virtual court session. And I took part in one just last week. So what happened is that we did not appear in court personally. We had to link up via Zoom and other Microsoft Teams. So we had to link us. We are linking Ghana Prison Service. We are linking judge. We are linking court class and recorders at the same time on one platform. Just imagine what happened. Sakra, sometimes it's difficult for the other person to hear. Now scratches. Now prison service, no more system, not tickle. So imagine it's a system you are trying to put in place, but internet access is a big problem in the whole of the country, not only in Accra. But as we move on, we hope and pray that it will work. But this is the system we are putting in place, hoping that as Ghana progresses, internet access will work better than we have it at the moment. But then we should acknowledge the effort that the judicial service and other partners are putting in place just to make access or justice delivery very innovative.
Now we'll talk about time frame in justice delivery.
Yes.
Because I know you as lawyers, you have your own tactics and strategies you use in court, where even case adjournment is a strategy for a lawyer. Would defend the and answer, well, prosecuting will be our court. So in that respect, the prosecutor biba now again to ensure any panel behind bars at the time the person is fighting for bail, just bail. Now, about catcher judge say, oh, we are now looking for this and looking for that, and we would want an adjournment so that we can get further and better particulars in order to prosecute the individual. It is a prolonging of the case, but it is within the rights of the law for that person to do that. How do you differentiate that to know, say, oh, this is undue advantage being taken of the system?
Yes, I acknowledge where you are coming from, because my track cases be so you know what you are talking about. But then let me let you understand that adjournment is at the sole discretion of the judge, not the prosecutor or the lawyer. The lawyer or the prosecutor can just accuse the judge to adjourn. But then if you have been attending to the criminal court lately, the judges don't entertain unnecessary adjournment, especially prosecution. When you are ready with your witnesses, won't file a witness statement, won't file other document, the judge can strike out the case for want of prosecution. Or you're ready to us. It's happening now. It's quite unfortunate to say judges are also very slow in enforcing this kind of process. But as we move on, we are trying as much as possible to limit the time frame IADD cases. From my personal point of view, cases ordinarily can take a year or two. It's taking less than 3 months to resolve. because judges no share lawyers no specifically. They are 30 minutes. Back process I mean witness with. You can't go beyond it. Then you know I limit here and you are structured on the way to finish the case within a short period of time.
All right, Ghana for what would be your final words to them in terms of your actions, your activities to ensure say justice delivery fair and just?
What I would say in relation to case tracking systems, I want us to test the system. If you have an accused person, he has been in custody for long, and in the case are checked on duly in the courtroom, just walk to the registrar's office. Nebusa registrar and what the cause of the delay is. The registrar should be able to access the case tracking system online and know what is happening. And we also must insist on our rights. I wanted us to talk about bill by time against him.
Yeah.
So the police be arrested. Within 48 hours, he has to present you before the court. 48 hours won't mean presenting before the court. That's my fraud. On my friend of police inquiry bill. While my police inquiry bill, I insist that he present you before the court. Now court no court bill. These are basic rights that we should know. And I pray that as we move on, people will know about their rights and then insist the police to do what is right.
Yo, Minia, me do say anapay say yeah 2 years after.
That's maybe break come back time
time and that time no and the show is very packed.
Yeah, packed, yes.
But I'm sure say we would find time one of the evenings if your evening is a bit free, so that we can have a conversation on this, you know, one of the evenings on ETV Ghana.
That's fine.
And I'll be glad to host you one of the evenings when you are free. All right,
okay.
Chief,
Thank you very much.
it's good for you to have joined me this morning on the show. And the lawyer Godfred Anim Darko and I remember USAID Justice Sector Support Activity. So